What's the most memorable moment of your career so far? I know that shouldn't be a rapid fire question, but
There's so bad. One that always sits with me is a very dear friend of mine, a colleague of mine. We did a field visit in the UK and brilliant, outstanding sales guy, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But always somebody that was, when I was a marketeer, and whenever I would talk about patient and talk about impact, he would always like, oh, here we go, marketeer, marketeer. And I was on a field visit with him. We went on a really good field visit, and then we went to breast cancer clinic.
hmm
We had an appointment, we went to see the doctor, and the doctor said, hold on 1 second. I want you to meet somebody. And I was like, oh, it's going to be a patient. Is it going to be a patient? So patient came in, and the doctor said, so me and the rep, my friend, are sitting here, and the patient's over there, and the doctor's talking to the patient and says, I wanted to introduce you to these two gentlemen because the drug that we put you on a couple
hmm
of months ago, they're the company that produced that drug, and this guy actually, so the rep next to me, is the one who introduced it to me.
hmm
And I still get a lump in my throat when I talk about it. She turned to him and she said, I haven't got the words to thank you in terms of what you've done for me. She goes, before, when they used to call my name from the waiting room, just walking from that chair to this seat, where I would just be out of breath. I just couldn't make it. And then look at me now, and a big smile. She had a scarf, she'd lost her hair, she had a scarf on her head. And she just said, just look at me now. She had a huge smile on her face. And I was all over the place and I looked at him, and he's a really tough guy. But even he won't admit it to this day, but even he was like, oh. And that moment for me was like, oh, I've heard about it, I've seen it, but this now felt it. That's the kind of stuff that keeps you going. And going back to the work-life balance
absolutely.
thing, that's the kind of thing that if you get a chance to listen or see the impact for a patient of what you've contributed to,
Yes,
it just is incredible. It's the most phenomenal feeling. And we're blessed again in this sector to have moments like that. We can enjoy that, right?
absolutely.
We can and use that to fuel what we have to do and how hard we have to work.
Yeah, absolutely. I think these are the moments we live for.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
If you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be?
Probably the balance topic.